All right, so let's try this again. Hey guys, how you doing? Chris Rudd, Sun City Lawn Care. Today's project, weekend, Saturday fun in the sun. We're doing a lawn renovation. We're gonna be ripping out the fescue Bermuda mix in here, because we want nothing but Bermuda. Look at that guy. These runners are really starting to go everywhere. We got the fescue all deep in here. It's looking good, but you know, we want one solid grass type here in El Paso. And fescue can survive if you do the necessary applications, but you know, primarily Bermuda is the way to go. Same thing on this side. We got the trouble spots back there, here, fescue Bermuda. You got a couple options as far as the removal of this. Today we're going to actually be tilling this material up. Reason why? I don't own a sod cutter, and they're all rented out or they're broken from the big box stores. Other option, the next option, take a skid loader, bucket it out, dump it. That's another easy option, but you know, the expense is high on that as well if you don't own a skid loader. So we're going to be tilling this out and raking it out, hauling off this debris. I've got the dumpster on the way because it's going to be, you know, it's only 650 square feet, but it's a lot of material once you start ripping out that root system as well. Then we're going to be hauling it out. Outside of those options, your next option, if you choose this particular property, we've chosen not to do it, is spray it out. They make selective herbicides in which you can kill Bermuda from fescue lawns, and then they make selective herbicides where you can kill fescue from Bermuda lawns, or vice versa, you know. So again, we're not spraying out today. That process, there's a repeat application to some of those herbicides that you can use, but you know, it's a easier option if you're just willing to not pay the expense and just go the lower option and spray it out. But when you got some trouble areas, you're doing a combination of herbicides and fertility programs to really push growth once you start killing that undesirable grass type, okay? So, you know, if you were trying to kill Pilex, or I'm sorry, you can use Pilex if you're trying to get rid of Bermuda from fescue lawns. If you're trying to keep the fescue, or I'm sorry, if you're trying to keep the Bermuda and you want to get rid of that cool season grass, you know, you're going to use things like Certainty or Revolver, if I'm not mistaken, Revolver. And then what's another one? Tribute Total can help out with that. If I believe Tribute Total is rated for some cool season grass removal as well, but don't quote me on that one. Here nor there. Today's Saturday, early morning fun, lawn renovation time. You guys stay tuned. If you have any questions about this video and my process for a lawn renovation for a new Bermuda sod, leave me a comment. Whew. We're getting there. Word of caution. When you guys are doing this, if you're doing in-depth digging, digging, you always want to make sure you call your, well, what is it, 811 or 311? The digging hotline there, okay? Depending on where you live, sometimes they bury internet cables, cables. But I know we do have a cable, and they run it. Heck, it could even be an irrigation cable. But I don't know if you can see this cable coming out here. Poor cement job there. It runs out to the cable box. It's actually electric. So be mindful of your surroundings when you guys are doing this. You don't want to have to replace a wire, but they do some real, they don't bury these cables to code. I know they don't. I've seen it time and time again, and this is a really good example. It's a fiber cable there. I guess it's a fiber cable. I think everything they're using is fiber nowadays, but it's not even an inch, 2 inches deep. Oh, look at that guy. They're out, people. That's a dead one, or it might be just coming to life. But anyways, watch your cables, guys. And then the next thing I wanted to point out was an easy way to do this if you guys don't have a skid loader or you don't have a sod cutter. I'm going to be using a tiller on the other side. I'm going to do a comparative analysis, if you will, on what I like to do, one method to another. I'm trying to show you guys a couple different methods. But if you are going to be digging this stuff out without a sod cutter or a skid steer, cut yourself some little squares. As you can see, I made a cut there. I've got a cut right here, and then I cut vertically and horizontally. And as I move this shovel underneath here, it gives me these nice little rectangles. And if you really wanted to, you can give that stuff away. Somebody somewhere is going to want some free grass. In my case, I don't got time to coordinate that sort of thing, so I just call in a dumpster, have it hauled. But easy method, really helps with the digging, is to cut yourself some pre-designated vertical and horizontal lines. That way, once you start, getting underneath that material, it comes up really easy. All right, just wanted to show you that tilling method on this side. When you've got grass, this is very difficult. Okay, the reason why is because of the root system. It'll till it up, but you get this combination of soil and grass right here, depending on your texture. But it just makes a mess. It just makes a freaking mess, and then you still got to dig out these roots anyways, what we're going to be doing here shortly. But the last thing that I'll say about this is that time and time again, when you have to rent these pieces of equipment, they're used by hundreds and hundreds of people from the big box stores, and they're freaking garbage. This thing, the locking mechanisms is missing from this one, so I don't even get a full rotation on this machine. And the funny part about it is that the gentleman that I rented it from said this is their best one, and they've got like 8 of these things. Can you imagine that? And then they turn around and sell this stuff to the public, and you don't even know about it until you use it. But either way, I think I'm gonna go back to shoveling this stuff out, you guys. All right, guys, so here we've removed the grass entirely. We've thrown it away into the dumpster, and we did a soft grading. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and unload all the screen compost from the truck, put it into little piles, spread it out throughout the lawn. I'm going to use the tilling machine, actually work that material into the existing soil system, then regrade and re-level. All right, we got 9 hours later. Graded, leveled, grass removed. I know you guys see all those twigs, those roots, shallow roots. from the bushes and whatnot. Those will all get snapped off prior to the sod installation next week. But cleanup done. That's all she wrote for my Saturday. You guys enjoy your weekend. Let me know if you need anything. Bye.